Saboteur is the last game from the recently shut down Pandemic Studios. The guys that brought us Mercenaries have created another open-world sandbox game, but this time in a much more stylish setting. Players take on the role of Sean Devlin, an Irish race car driver who gets roped into fighting the Nazis across war-torn Paris. Sean is a hard-drinking womanizer with a dirty mouth, and he's surrounded by an international band of misfits that have joined the resistance.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
The characters are all period piece stereotypes, but they're also fun to watch and listen to, and the story is consistently entertaining.
I could use a man like you.
We had a deal. I brought your box halfway across France, and I had to kill a lot of men to do it.
The most striking thing about the Saboteur is its black and white presentation in the Nazi-occupied sections of the city. Only a few colors shine through the filter, like the red spray of blood, and the game actually looks best in this light. As Sean frees the citizens of each neighborhood, the color returns and these sections begin to look more mundane and rough around the edges. And yes, the Saboteur does include a good amount of nudity. Sean hangs his hat in the back room of a burlesque club, where the beautiful employees strut around in lace and leather. Free DLC comes with each purchase of the game, opening up the basement where you can ogle a few special dance routines. Because the Saboteur is sandbox style, the gameplay options are varied. What the missions often boil down to are some driving, a lot of third-person shooting, planting explosives, and a bit of sneaking around on building tops. While each of these components do work, none of them are very polished. The shooting is loose, the driving feels stiff, and while Sean can climb on almost any surface, he looks pretty funny while doing it. And instead of sneaking around and trying on Nazi disguises, the game is much more fun if you simply blast your way towards every objective. Sean can take a bucket of bullets in the gut before the screen begins to tint red, and even then his health regenerates in a snap if he takes cover. So while the core mechanics of the Saboteur are somewhat unrefined, there is a lot of fun to be had simply running around Paris, destroying the Nazi war machine. There are also a ton of side quests and secondary objectives, like races and a duck hunt minigame, but none of them are standouts or as much fun as simply planting some dynamite on a Nazi encampment. On paper, the Saboteur is a winner. It has a ton of great ideas, a great setting, and some very attractive French dancers. But in the end, the gameplay can't keep up with the competition, and everything in the Saboteur is done slightly better by another game on the store shelf. There's certainly fun to be had here, but you might want to give the game a test run before plunking down the cash for a purchase. I gave the game a 7.5, and you can read my full review on IGN.com.